Hi, everybody. Hello out there. Hello, internet land, cyberspace, all my peeps, my tribe. For those of you who don't know, I'm Camille Leon. I'm the founder of the Holistic Chamber of Commerce. I'm a creative entrepreneur. I do some painting, just playful stuff in terms of painting. And we are here today to talk about the 3 keys for going from intention to reality. It's January, so, we're all in the world of, let's set some new goals or resolutions or whatever you're going to call them. And I'm all in love with goal setting, but setting goals is meaningless until you add the meaning of getting your goals, right? The ideas are great, the intentions are great, but let's get to the realities. That's where the fun of it is. So, first, we're going to kick this off. I want you all to share in the comments down below, whether you're live or watching the recording, whatever, put in the comments below, where are you based? Yes, we know we're all connected online. And where are you based? Because we all live somewhere too. And then what is your favorite holistic technique? Because we're a holistic business community, right? And I'm just curious, what's your favorite holistic technique? Okay, and then while you're all making comments, I'm just gonna, cover short snippet of where it started. Where was I when I started? Why listen to me on the topic of how to go from intention to reality, right? Well, I'll tell you, prior to the HCC, my life was a mess. I wanted real change, big changes in terms of my job, my income, my family relationships, and even my love life. In other words, I had a lot of big, juicy goals. And they all were interconnected, and changing them all meant starting with myself, right? So you won't be surprised to hear that it was connecting with holistic specialists that helped me turn all of those areas around. But I still remember sitting alone in my apartment in West LA in tears to be alone again on New Year's. It sucked. And I had no idea where to start. Well, fast forward a few years, right? And here I am, thanks to a lot of holistic specialists that I know and their products and services that I use. Right? There's money in all of my bank accounts, personal and professional. I have a great relationship with my mom and dad and friends. So, right, this New Year's, I was celebrating with friends, mostly online and a little bit in person and with family. So that was great. And as you can imagine, my job now rocks. So I've kind of got some experience with going from the idea and the intention to bringing something to life. Now, I do want to say what this is not. This is not a half hour about setting goals. It's not about SMART goals or any other type of goals, because I assume you know what you want already. Now, you might have it in kind of big umbrella type terms. I want a new boyfriend, or I want to live in a new place, or I want more money in my bank account. But you have an idea of what you want, right? So I'm not going to talk about setting goals. I'm really going to talk about how do you get them. Now, I do have a little bit of a warning here, and the warning is that we will be talking about money. We won't be talking a lot about money, but we will be talking a little bit about money. I know a few people in the holistic space who say things like, I'm not in it for the money. And of course, I started a chamber of commerce. So as you can imagine, money is part of the game that I play. But in terms of getting to your goals, I want you to think of it this way. In business, your money pays for consultants, staff, technology, booth space at Illuminate festivals or whatever wellness fair is near you. In life, money can pay for mortgage or rent or a down payment on a car or whatever, right? So it, you want a home, you want a way to get around, money makes a difference. In health and wellness, money can help you buy healthier foods, organics, all natural, get massages, essential oils, nutrition supplements from people like Jeffrey Berger and Linda McBee, essential oils from people like Denise Flood, right? So money makes a difference. It's not the only goal to set, not even necessarily your number one priority, but it does play a role in how do I get from where I am today to where I want to get at the end of this year. The other thing I want to mention right now is this is a 30-minute overview. I'm not going to have time to answer specific questions. I'm giving you the bones of what you need to know for fastest growth. And then, of course, if you want personal attention, well, all of our members have easy access to personalized support. So join the Holistic Chamber of Commerce. Okay, now on with key number one. Key number one is, what is your core cause? When life comes up, and it does come up, knowing your core cause and being clear about it will help keep you on track for reaching your goals. So I keep a reminder handy, right? Our core cause for the Holistic Chamber of Commerce, right? We are your holistic business connection. So our core cause is to connect consumers looking for holistic, eco-friendly products, services, and solutions by connecting them to an active HCC member. So what's your core cause? And if you want, go right ahead and put it in the comments. Let us know. What's that core cause, that primary purpose that keeps you in the game? When you get distracted and disrupted, go back to your reminder. Okay, and key number two. Key number two is prioritize and take your first steps. So another thing you can put in the comments that we would love to know, what are your top two goals? And yes, there are more than two areas of life. Frankly, oh my gosh, when I think about it all, right, there's family, friends, work, business, play, hobbies, favors for family and friends, which is really a category all on its own, health, home. I mean, there are a lot of things that play a role in life. I'm just going to show you this crazy little painting I did around the end of last year because it's also like keeps me focused. It's a reminder. Where am I going? What do I want? So this is home. This is relationships, love, but personal relationships, professional relationships, all kinds of relationships because they matter. Time and cash flow, right? So these are kind of like the elements that are key to helping me apply these three keys. Sorry, folks, keys and keys. We're always opening new doors here. So what are your top two goals? And then what are your first two steps to take in reaching those goals. Because you'll find there's plenty of time for those top goals and taking it one step at a time. I'm going to use myself as an example because A, I don't really like talking about other people in such a public forum, and B, I'm a good example. Okay, so the HCC is up and running, right? It's growing. We have staff. I don't have to do all of the work anymore. Yay. So that's certainly some goals that I reached. And now I want to sell more of my paintings. So that's a new priority for me. And the first two steps for those, right? One is to start talking about those on social media. And two is, painting is a different game than building a website. But if you want to sell something these days and it can be sold online, then having a website makes a difference. So I got some quotes from some of our Holistic Chamber of Commerce members who are webmasters, and hired somebody else to build a website for that. It's still in the works, by the way, so not really ready to go yet. But so that's it. It's that simple. What are your top two goals and what are the first two steps on both of them? And if you want, go right ahead and share those top two goals with us today. Kind of a sidebar on that, just in terms of reaching those goals, also answer for yourself, who are you connected to? How many connections in your community, in your network, can help you reach those goals? The more people you are connected to, the easier it is to find help in reaching your goals. And please don't try to do it all alone. My guess is if you're involved with the HCC, even if you're just watching, you've got some big goals. So it's going to be a lot easier and a lot faster to bring them to life if you are doing them with other people. All right, and key number 3. I know, who knew it could go this quickly, right? Key number 3, this is a big one though, folks, is you've got to be able to say no and yes as needed. Now, my guess is that some of you have a really challenging time saying no, and others have a really challenging time saying yes. So we're going to talk about that in a little more detail. But first, I just want you to know the real key is it's your time. You've got 25 hours in a day, and that's using my magic holistic math, which involved a colonic a long, long time ago. But it also involves a lot of holistic techniques for really expanding my energy in a way that allows me to really get more productivity, more profitable hours in the course of my day. So saying no and yes is about how do you manage your time in a way that helps you reach your goals. And the other thing to be aware of on saying no and yes is that we've got long-term goals and short-term goals. Short-term goal might be I have a bill to pay this month, or it might be that I want to buy something special for myself this month, right? But the long-term goal might be, so just as an example, right, for the HCC, the long-term goal might be that we want to hire somebody new to, take over a project that, really needs more specialized support, as an example. Well, sometimes spending extra money on something special this month actually gets in the way of saving the money to take on the bigger goal that's going to take about 6 months to get to. So when you're evaluating, do I say no? Do I say yes? Sometimes you want to look at, is this a short-term goal? Is it a long-term goal? Do I want to delay the short-term instant gratification in order to really get to the bigger, juicier goal, which is going to take a little longer, but be, a lot of fun when I get to it. All right. So, in terms of saying no and yes as needed, before giving your default knee-jerk answer, pause, take a breath, and consider whether the request is in alignment with your goals. You don't have to take a long time, but a little bit of time. And then here are some new responses. These are not in the slideshow. You might want to write some of them down because some of them are about buying yourself some time. That's right, buy yourself some time. Here's some responses. Ask me again tomorrow. Ask me again next week when I have a better sense of whether this will be a good fit given my current commitments. Or ask a question. How much time is this likely to take? Can you give me more details? Let me think it over and get back to you. Here's one of my favorites. I'd love to, but I'm not available right now. Or I'd love to, but I'm already overcommitted. And then for some of you who've gotten really good at saying no, remember there are also times when you want to say, yes, yes, I'd love to. Or, yes, I'd love to have your help on this. That sounds great because remember, sometimes the stuff that comes up is somebody's offering to help and you want to be willing to receive, able to receive that help. And then another one of my favorite yeses is, if it's just a matter of signing up to support your cause, I'm happy to do that. Because remember, some requests are just a little bit of money to support somebody else's project that you really do want to support, but they're not going to take your time. And if you're supporting that other project, right, it might actually expand your connections in order to reach your goals that much faster. So, right, so just remember, there are a lot of different ways to say no and yes, but you really do want to be able to say either or depending on whether it's a fit with, again, go back to that core cause reminder. It's really, you know what? You can do this. Okay, and now guess what? We're already through the first three, so ta-da! Yay! We're going to have a bonus key. The bonus key is this. Get connected. The fastest way to reach your goals is often to be well connected for finding help in actually reaching your goals. So some questions for you to answer, okay? Who are you connected to for getting and staying healthy? If you're in business, who are you connected to for reaching more customers, clients, and patients? Who are you connected to for saving time and or money? And so different types of connections, right? Some connections might be potential customers, clients, and patients. Some connections might be vendors who sell the products and services that you need and want, right? If you have some health and wellness goals, you might be looking for somebody who sells a nutrition supplement or essential oils, or somebody who is a naturopathic doctor, a homeopathic doctor, all of those things. If you are in business, you might be looking for a webmaster, an accountant, a bookkeeper, a tax preparer. So who are you connected to that might help you in those areas. Another type of connection that I like to talk about, because it's really relevant in the Holistic Chamber of Commerce, is, are you connected to discounts and special offers for saving time and money, or that give you extra value in getting what you're going to get anyways? So connections show up in a lot of ways, but being connected can really make a difference in reaching your goals, turning your intentions into realities more quickly. Of course, the benefit of today's online world, right, is that both in-person and online connections count. It's not just one or the other. And it makes it a lot easier to find the people, products, services, and solutions that you need and want for, again, getting to where you want to get. I don't know. So there are only 25 hours in a day. Your time is the true key to reaching your goals. Making the most of your time, including downtime for self-care. A lot of people talk about productivity, and I'm happy to talk about productivity up one side and down the other. And I know that one of the reasons why I'm so productive is that I spend downtime in self-care. It boosts my energy overall, and that leads to richer relationships that support, right, me in my goals, which is what we want for you too. That's definitely what we want for you. Okay, so now 2 last items. One, if you're already a member, then it's time for you to make sure that you are connecting with your fellow members. You can connect with our members for collaborations and joint ventures, for ideas and insights. Does this work? Does that work? What do you think about this idea? Do you have any ideas that might, support this project, this goal? You can, connect with our members either through the online directory or in our global online chapter on Facebook, our Facebook group. You can also check in the special offers section for discounts and extras that are available for members. And then, for those of you who are not members yet, we have 3 levels of membership: basic, business, and beyond. Beyond really is our best value, but we do have the basic and business level, so you can sign up wherever it's the best fit for you. And wow, dang, did we zoom right through? So that's the benefit of focus, of getting really clear on what you want to do, right? Is you might be sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never going to reach these are big goals. How can I get from here to there? And once you sit down and you focus, right, you figure out your core cause, that core goal, you figure out the top 2 priority goals and the first few steps on those, you know where you want to say yes, and that makes it easier also to say no. And you get better at saying yes and no so that you're really honed in, you're in the zone for reaching your goals. And then you get there, before you know it. And oh my gosh, look at this. So Vicki, that's a really great idea. Write your goals down, look at them daily. That is something that I do. I've actually this year created a nice little more graphic drawing that I have. I see it right when I wake up, right when I go to bed. That is like my core cause reminder, right? It's right there, beginning of the day, end of the day. You want stuff like that. It's the way to go. Now, I also want to encourage you to email me if you've got any big goals. Camille at holisticchamberofcommerce.com. Oh my gosh, Please don't add me to your email list. Just email me, right? These are the goals I'm working on. And when you reach them, email me again. Let me know you reached them. Yeah, that's right. Wrap me into your fan club. I'm happy to support the light that is leading you forward. And imagine that. You've got 5 extra minutes. That's how we get 25 hours in a day, folks. We zoom through the things that we can zoom through. We work on our lists together. It's all good. Let's make 2022 playful, productive, profitable, and powerful for all of us. I will see you again soon. And thanks for playing with the Holistic Chamber of Commerce.